There you are, my lovely sewing friends. How are you this evening? Hope you're good. I've just decided which colour to do these two ghosties in tonight, actually. But I'm going to be doing something really good fun tonight. So a bit different from what I was thinking last night. Anyway, I'm just going to join our TikTok friends just. So hold on a minute. And I'm going to try and do something else. Hold on a second. Let's see if this works. Oh, no. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my lovely TikTok friends. How are you this evening? Let me just mirror. First of all, are we going to do that? Okay. Boy, the screen is so small. And stickers. Nope. Nope. Anyway, I was trying to name it. Oh, it's really weird. Our name things come off of our TikTok. We don't really know what's happened about it. We were just looking at it just now, and it was just like really weird. Hello, my lovely TikTok friends. Anyway, how are you? Hello, Sheila. Hope you're good. So yes, so I'm going to be doing. I'm going to start. Hello, Tiana. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're good this evening. So I'm going to be starting off with two little ghosts tonight. We're going to do a blue one and a brown one, and then we've got something really, really cute to do tonight because you're going to love this, Tiana. You're absolutely going to love this. My daughter brought a new teddy bear today, this one, and I've decided I'm going to make it a dress because he needs a dress. This is called Rupert, and Rupert needs a dress. So we've pulled out some lovely fabric. My daughter's chosen the fabric, a fabric that actually we got when we were on one of our travels, when we went to, we think Sweden. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do tonight. And so I'm going to basically start on getting this little ghosty done first, and then we're going to get the little dress done, which will be really, really cute. And I think we'll probably do a couple more. Oh, I knew you'd love it, Tiana. I knew you would. I said to my daughter, I said, Tiana would absolutely love this. And it's so soft as well. It is so soft. Hello, Daisy. How are you, my lovely? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Have you had a good day? Where did my needle go? Hold on a minute. There's my needle in there. Right. So, yeah, so we're going to do two of these, and then we're going to crack on with it, Tiana. We're going to make it a little dress. And if we get time, it's your dad's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to Daisy's dad. Have a lovely, lovely day. But thank you for logging in now. That's much appreciated. And go and enjoy the birthday, Daisy. So, yeah. So I thought he's a really, really soft little donkey teddy bear. So we're going to make it a little dress. And I might, if there's time, might make it a little apron, because I said to my daughter, I think it'd be really cute in a little dress with a little apron. Just something really fun to do tonight. But first, what we're going to do is I've decided I'm going to do, because you remember when we, obviously last night we finished off doing this, didn't we? And I decided that, I think I said to you that I'm stitching like different colours around them. So I'm going to do a blue and then do a brown. And then we'll get on with some nice little machine sewing. Hello, Lisa. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Have you had a good day? So we've had a lovely day, actually. We've met up with our really good friends, Georgina and Carol, and we went out with them for a nice day. And I came back and hello, Thomas. Welcome to you. And I've been trying to edit a video that I did when I went to see Horsham Quilters, and you know what, it didn't, I've got to do it all over again. No, I don't know what happened, but it all went a bit awry, let's say. So that's okay, because I'm just going to do it again. I'm very good, thank you, Lisa. How are you? Hope you're good. If you want to share my live, please do. And if you're just logging in now and you've never met me before, my name is Rachel, and I am the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. So obviously I've been quite busy with that, although I had a little bit of a day off today. Although it's back to it tomorrow. Got lots of bits and bobs to do tomorrow. Lots of emails and things, because we're getting ever closer to all the bits and bobs that I'm going to be doing ready for our quilt show. So what am I making? Well, tonight, Lisa, I'm going to be doing a couple of things. So I'm starting off actually. So this is I wouldn't call it, well, it's a quilt, I suppose. It is a quilt, but it's actually going to be a wall hanging eventually for my good friend Alex Hellawell. So I'm doing this as a collaboration. And what I'm doing is I'm stitching around the ghosts, Lisa. That's what I'm doing. So I'm doing all different colours around them at the moment. I've finished all the lines on the quilt. I finished all of the lines, and now I'm just stitching around the ghost. You can see there's a ghost there. It might be on a bit like a wonky angle. But yeah, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little dress for a little teddy bear that is a donkey teddy bear. And he's sitting right here. There he is. He's sitting right. Actually, let's sit him up. There he is. He's sitting there. He wants a dress. He's decided that he wants a dress. My daughter brought him today, and he's super cute. He's actually really, really, really soft. There were some other ones that we saw, but no, she really, really likes that one. So, and he's very cute. So that's what we're doing. So let's see who else joins. Hello, Queen. Hello, Rachel. Fellow Rachel. Hello, Karen. Welcome to you. So, if you're just logging now, do say hello, because I can read the comments. And if you've got any questions at all, let me know. If there's any sewing related questions, let me know. And if I can answer it, then I definitely will. Hello, Pauline, welcome to you. If I need any help promoting anything, thank you so much, Thomas. You can definitely plow ahead and promote our quilt show. Please do that. That would be amazing. I know that you're on our FB page, so if you want to pick up the advert for our quilt show, crack on with that, Thomas. That'd be amazing. And also our sewing tree as well. You can get involved in doing that. But how are you, Pauline? How are you, Thomas? Are you good? Have you had a lovely, lovely Tuesday? So we are getting ever closer to August, aren't we? Oh my goodness me. Let's see who else is joining us. Hello, Spaniel. Hello, Liz. Hello, Tina. Hello, Belinda. Welcome, welcome to you this evening. So if you're just joining now, you've never met me before, my name is Rachel. And I absolutely love sewing, in all honesty. And I'm all about sewing for well-being and just enjoying our process of sewing. I have a website which is in our bio. If you want to go and check that out, you're very welcome to. And our membership is completely free to sign up to. Our next newsletter comes out on Friday. I think it comes out Friday. Which you can get that. There's going to be some interesting information there. I just remembered actually that I said to you guys last night, I'd get you the dimensions, didn't I, of the incubator quilts, which I can find actually. It is in my emails. So look, so the blue going around it really, really makes it stand out, which is really nice. And I am doing lots of different colours. And I did find that by putting the pins around it actually holds it down a bit more, which is quite helpful. So this ghost is quite funny. So yeah, so this has been an ongoing thing that I've been sewing, and we're nearing the end of it actually. So I might shed a tear when I hand it over. Got to give it to the person who commissioned me to stitch it. But it's been really, 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 really good fun. That's been really good fun. Yeah, so have you got any other questions you want to ask? How many have one of your packages for free? I don't quite understand that. Thomas, you might have to rephrase that for me. Might be the way I'm reading it. Hello, Ange. Hello, Pugo. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Hello, Coco. Welcome. See, everybody is coming on in tonight on this lovely, because usually Tuesday nights are quite quiet actually, but maybe tonight's going to be busier because there's loads of kiddos. That's what I noticed today when I was out and about. Loads of children. And hello, Betty. Hello, Emmy. I have tissue. You have a tissue dress pattern, multi-size, and I need 2 sizes. What is the way to do? And I need 2 sizes. What is the way to do this? Multi-size. I'm thinking, Pauline. Thing is, I'm not really dressmaking, in all honesty, but I think what I would probably do is create a whole new pattern from it. I think I would probably lay it down because you remember I made this top, and I copied the pattern, so I think that's probably what I would do. I'd probably get some pattern paper and then lay it down and then draw one and then draw another one, and then obviously do maybe an inch line around the edge to make it bigger. I mean, like I said, I'm not really a dressmaker. I can ask my dressmaker friends. My dressmaker friend might know that, actually. I've got a good friend called Karen, and she's a really, really amazing dressmaker. So maybe I can ask her for you. I'll ask her as well and see what she says. But and we'll hopefully get an answer to that. But yeah, if you've got any other questions, just let me know. Hello, Daryl. Welcome to you. Hello, Bob. Lots of people coming over on TikTok today. So if you haven't followed me before, please do. And I also have a YouTube channel as well with lovely videos over there you can watch. I did a really fun one today, actually. I'm not going to tell you what that is because it's quite good fun. And so I will, when that goes live, I'll let you know. But I did start working on my Horsham Quilters one today. And so I'm hoping to get that one up tomorrow. One of my patterns. Well, all of my patterns, Thomas, are on they're either in our TikTok shop or they are in my SHQA shop. And you need to download them from there. But they are, yeah, the price is there as well. On Friday, actually, you might enjoy this, Thomas, because not Friday, on Sunday, I'm doing a shopping event over on our live streams. So TikTok will be turned into a little shopping event. And then I'm going to I'll show you my patterns then, Thomas. You'll be quite excited to see those. Hello, Suresh. Hello, Farah. Hello, Daryl. Hello, Linda. Hello, Shirley. Lots and lots of people are joining us over on our TikTok channel. And if you're over on our YouTube or anywhere else on any other platforms, then just let me know. And if you've got any questions, let me know. And I wonder if we had quite fun last night, didn't we? There was a few little things that happened last night, namely that the raiding thing. That was quite good fun. Loads of people joined us from a different platform, which was interesting. Loads of comments. Hello, Ilana. Hello, Tash. Hello. Hello, Linda. Welcome to you. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm stitching around it in there's Samira and Alan in the blue, and then when I've done the other one, the next one I'm going to do in a brown, and then we're going to get on and make a little dress for this guy. That's what we're going to do tonight, something different. I mean, I might quickly make up some more. Granny. Congratulations, Tash. That's really exciting. And I have to say, I'm really sorry I didn't get a chance to message you back. I've literally been out all day, and then I came back and started editing, and then I jumped onto here. So I will reply either later tonight or tomorrow. But I have seen it. And they're really lovely, those things. And how exciting! Oh, Granny. What is the name of the baby? If you're allowed to say, obviously, you can let us know. Hello, Tango. Tango joins. I've been on the phone to your son all the time. Oh, amazing. Oh. Is this your first grandchild, Tash? Liana. How do you pronounce that? Leanne Jade? Is that how you pronounce it? Maybe I got that one wrong. That's a very cute name, though. Very, very cute name. Hello, Silverbird. Welcome to you. So I'm nearly getting round. Look, nearly getting round to that side. Leilani. Ah, what a lovely little name. Lovely little name. That's very cute. Ah, so it's a granddaughter. And I can't believe it. I've literally run out of that blue. We're going to have to get another bit of blue. Where did the other bit of blue go? Did it get wrapped up? That is the problem when you're doing embroidery cotton, because it kind of disappears somewhere. And hello, Mel. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. So yeah, so I have got the other job as well that I've got coming up. It's pretty big, and I might be starting with that on Friday, because I've got we've got this week on Thursday starts our Not Going to Fest the Quilts events. And Friday we've got our sewing day. So first going to only 54. Ah, how exciting! Congratulations. That's very lovely. So this Friday is a Zoom sewing day, which is completely free, which you can register for on our events page if you want to go over to that. And it's part of our Not Going to Fest the Quilts events. And I think Friday I'm going to be probably I will be live streaming in the evening, so do not worry. I think I'm going to be sorting out those bags. Those tote bags, because I've got all that fabric. I need to get back to that, which my husband said he's going to help me do that. So I'm hoping we're going to crack on with that at some point. And then I've got a bit of a window, because it's not to the 10th of August that I've got 4 of my team coming round, and we're going to be sewing them all up. So there's a little bit of a wiggle room, which is really, really good. I'm really chuffed about that. And then we're going to be making up the goodie bags, because our quilt show, if you don't know about our quilt show, is on the 5th and the 6th of September at the Brighton Racecourse. So it's coming around really, really fast. And we're going to be giving out goodie bags So the first 50 people in the queue on Saturday and the first 50 people in the queue on Sunday. And so that is why these goodie bags, we're making them up. I'm just got to be careful. I don't want to get the ghostie's eyes. Hello, Georgina. Or is it Georgia? Georgia. How are you? Are you good? Hope you're well. So I think, because I really want to get that little dress done, we'll just do this one, and then we'll do the we'll do the brown one, and then we'll go on with the rest. So I think I'm going to do the dress. It's going to be like frilly skirt with like a little, I think maybe, I don't know if it's going to have sleeves or what's going to have yet. I kind of do these things as I go along. That's what I kind of do. Little teddy bear dresses. That's what we're going to do tonight. A little teddy bear dress. That's the plan. It's going to be quite cute indeed. Yes, I'm making a little teddy bear dress tonight, Tash. If you wonder what I'm doing in a minute, once I've done this one, he's sitting right here. Can you see him? That's who we're going to make him for. It is one. My daughter got a new teddy bear today, and it's called Rupert. Just so you know, he's actually called Rupert, and Rupert's going to be getting a dress because he needs a dress, don't you, Rupert? He's got lovely ears, and he's super soft as well. It's quite one of those really soft ones. So yeah, so that is the plan for today. So how have you all been? How has your Tuesday been? Have you been up to much today? What has the weather been like for you? Now I heard it's going to be really hot tomorrow. Is it going to be hot tomorrow? Huh? Hopefully not. I don't want to be too hot tomorrow. I've got too much to do. Too much to do. I've got a lot of tidying up to do tomorrow, actually. That is my plan for tomorrow. Tidying up in the morning, and then there is. Trying to find it. So now I've done this one there. I'm now going to do the next one. So we'll do this one. I want to get that done in brown. That's two, because you remember I said I want to try and get two ghosts done a night. And if I can get 2 or 3 maybe done a night, then or a day, then I'll have it done in no time. Because there was 30 ghosts to go. We did 3 last night, so it takes it down to 27. I'm doing 2 now, so it takes it down to 25. So if I can do 2 or 3 a day, then in a week, let me think, 2 weeks, we should have it finished. That's the plan. Hello, Liz. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. So right, so now we're going to do the brown. So the brown actually really stands out with the, hold on a minute. I've decided to use a needle threader. Sometimes I do use a needle threader. I do find it easier if you use a needle threader, especially when you use embroidery cotton. I mean, I can, well, she says, look at that, it's decided to mash itself up. That is not helpful. That is not helpful indeed. Let me see if I can rescue this. You see, what's happened is the embroidery cotton, because maybe if I only caught 2 of the strands and not 3, then it literally has rammed it in the 2, and the third one's like bunched up. So what I've done is I've come to the other end, and I'm going to thread it from this end, and hopefully that will work. Hello, Kate Rose. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much. Hello. Welcome. Good. Right. So here is another one. There we go. Jesus. That actually took ages, didn't it? Ages to thread that one up. Right. Now we can get started. Now this one's going to be a bit more trickier because it is I have realised this, that as they're getting closer to the inside, they are actually more trickier to sew because you can't like hold it from the edge. You kind of got to you almost need like 2 pairs of hands. That's what I've decided. I decided the other day. But first of all, what I need to do is I need to pin this one down, because what it does is, hello Ahmad, welcome to you. What it does is it stops the fabric underneath, because you know it's got a backing fabric on it. Well, it stops the backing fabric from moving. I mean, it shouldn't move that much anyway, in theoretically, because there's loads and loads of stitches in it, but it literally will stop it. Hang on, I'm losing the pin. The pin is getting lost inside the ghost. That's not a good thing. So yeah, so actually, when I did one the other day, that one down there, when I did it in brown, I actually quite liked it. So I am, although with all the other lines, I've blended the colours in with, you know, like where there's like black lines, there's black stitching, and where there's blue lines, there's blue stitching. However, because the ghosts are kind of like all over the place, I'm mixing the colours going around. I mean, originally, if you've seen me sewing this right from the start, my original plan was to do the whole lot in black stitching. And then I decided, actually, I'm going to do it in the colours that match the stitching. And then originally, when I stitched around the ghosts, I wasn't going to do this edging. So if I'd stuck with my original plan, we'd be done now. We would actually be done now. But I decided that no, I'm going to now stitch around the ghost. And then the last thing is to do the blanket stitch around the edge of the quilt. So that is going to be an interesting thing to do, because I've got to do it like here. That's why I'm going to do the blanket stitch along here. But obviously I've got the wadding and I've got the backing, so I haven't quite decided. Am I going to literally trim it back and go for it? Am I going to leave like a little edging and then blanket stitch and then trim it back? That could be an option. I think my best thing is so tomorrow we're going to hang this up in my big sewing room. It's going to go back up onto my design wall, and then we can look back at it and we can decide, am I going to trim it? What am I going to do? I mean, my instinct definitely is to blanket stitch it, and it will all be in black. I'm not going to change the colours. Unless, of course, I can get a variegated one. Hello, Pink Sheep. Love that TikTok username. Right, so I'm just going to come around this side. So there is a bit, so you can see, look, you can see where that is like, you see the brown edge there. I don't know if you can actually see the brown edge along there. There it is. And let me get some of my tea. Hold on a minute, my people. My tea. Nice tea tonight. You know me. I love an Earl Grey tea with an oatmeal. So if you see me at the quilt show and you want to put a smile on my face, get me an Earl Grey tea with an oatmeal, please. That's my only request. That will keep me going for the whole show. Earl Grey tea and an oatmeal. Oh yes, so that's the other thing to say as well. So you know, I said to you the other day, I've ordered all these bits and bobs for the quilt show. Well, the badges that I ordered, I've ordered 700 badges. They are on their way, which is very exciting. Got a notification of that this afternoon. The wristbands, they are also on their way. And so I'm going to show you those. Because I did decide, you remember I was saying to you, I didn't know whether I was going to have them personalised or not have them personalised. And, well, I decided to get them personalised. So, yes, so they're quite cute. In actually 3 different colours. So we've got one colour for the Saturday, one colour for the Sunday, one colour which is for our exhibitors, and they're quite snazzy actually. I'm quite excited to see them when they come through. And you know, I was telling you last night about that pop-up banner. Well, yeah, so that pop-up banner is ordered and on its way. So now, hello Lottie. How are you, Lottie? Are you good? Lottie, do you like teddies? Do you like teddy bears, Lottie? Let me know. I think I have a feeling you do. It's some exciting news. Go on then, tell me. Tell me your exciting news. What is happening in your world, Lottie? Hello, Jana. Hello, happiness Dolly. I love that. I love that. Love that TikTok username. Some of you guys do have fun button. And this is the problem I've got here, because you see what I've been trying to do. I'm trying to like push it up and in to do that stitch, but that's not going to work on this one. So what I've got to do is I've got to put it through here, keep my hands underneath for a minute, and then kind of like poke it up through till I can find the line. There we are. and put it through. Oh, the ghost quilt. I'm just literally, hello Sarah, good evening, how are you? I'm literally finishing one more ghost, Sarah, and then doing something quite exciting. You're going to put the same soon. Then your birthday, you're going to see Matilda. Ah, that's amazing. That's exciting. I've never been there, Lottie. Never been to that one. We've been to a few zoos, but never that one. And Mia. Oh my goodness me. That's going to be an exciting. Was that a weekend? Is that a weekend? I don't know. A weekend date? I have no idea. Been puppy sitting. Sarah's been puppy sitting today. Was that fun, Sarah? I don't know if I could cope with a puppy. I'm not a dog person. You're very lucky. It's all for your birthday. Yes, you are very lucky indeed. Right, let's flip this over. So what I'm going to be doing, so Lottie, do you like teddies? Because what I'm going to be doing tonight in a minute when I finish this so see this teddy here? So my daughter got this teddy today, and it's called Rupert the donkey. And so I'm going to make Rupert a dress very soon. Rupert wants a dress, just so you know. Hello, Esme, welcome to you. Now, I've got a tiny bit of cotton left in the end. Hilda, it's amazing at theatre. I know. I have actually seen that, actually, Sarah. It is amazing, isn't it? It is definitely one that I could watch over and over again, without a doubt. Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. So I changed the setting on the TikToky thing. Can you still hear my aircon or not? Or has it disappeared? Let me know. I changed the setting and hopefully you can't hear it. That's the plan. Hello, Jimmy. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Ah, thank you, Leanne, for reposting my live. Thank you so much. I'm going to be making a teddy bear dress tonight, Leanne, for the donkey. I've had a request. Faint whirl, it was also like, interesting. Okay, right. Well, the thing is, I'm going to be back in my big sewing room as of tomorrow. So my aircon's in a different room in that one, whereas in this one's in the same room. So you shouldn't hear it in that one. Anyway, that's really good. Good to know. Good to know. So those little settings do work then, don't they? Hello, Rhonda. Welcome to you. So we're nearly coming up around the other side. And I know that the problem is because these ghosts are like in the middle of the like the pattern, the fabric, they're right in the middle. They are quite difficult to get at. And there's literally is like ghost stitching, ghost hunting. I think it needs another name. I might come up with another name for this. And your daughter decided what kind. Oh, we for the donkey. The donkey's called Rupert, just so you know, Sarah. And yes, no, the fabric is sitting next to it. The fabric is there, so I will show you. And actually, it is fabric that we got when we went to. We think we got it in Sweden. Hello, Julie. My daughter's birthday was very Rupert. Exactly. Yeah, Rupert likes to dress. Anyway, so no, we had a lovely birthday. Thank you very much, Julie. And yeah, we're like back to normality until the next birthday. Anyway, so what I'm doing now is I'm just stitching around this little ghosty here, and then we're going to get on with the dress. That's what we're going to do. I thought we would like start off with this for about half an hour. So it looks like it takes me about, well, it depends. It's taken me half an hour so far to do 2 ghosts. So if I can get 2 done a night, then you know I will be happy. And in actual fact, this is taking stitching around the ghosts is taking longer than doing the stitching lines on the quilt, because those ones, if you remember, I only did like a running stitch, whereas this one I'm doing a back stitch. because I don't really want any gaps if I can help it. And right, now this is a problem. It's because I've got to come in underneath and then pull it through, because I got a tiny bit of, there we go. And a tiny bit of like stitching I've got to do there. And so yeah, so what have you been up to? So Tasha's become a grandmother today, which is really, really exciting. How many ghosts are left to do? Well, I was literally just saying that, I think, Sarah, when you were maybe just logging in. So there was 30. I know there was 30, and I did, what, 3 last night, so that's down to 27, and now I'm doing 2, so down to 25. 25 ghosts to go. And if I can get 2, maybe 3 done a night, then that's what, 10 days maybe. But I'm going to try and like allocate an afternoon to literally sit, and I got a few of my favorite programs to catch up on, so I can stitch and do this. And yeah, so now, what did I just say? It was 25. There's 25 to go. 25 ghosts. I think overall, I think there might be 40 ghosts, maybe something like that on it. So there's quite a lot. There is a lot. Of course, they're all different sizes as well. So B has not been on. Oh, do I watch it? Do you know what? I haven't started to watch it this year, because I didn't watch it last year. I literally just ran out. I was so busy last year, because obviously I hadn't long set up the So Happy Quilters Association this time last year, because my website only went live in June last year. So last year didn't really watch it. Anyway, this year I may well just watch the whole lot in one hit, in all honesty, if I get time. The problem is it's a bit samey. That's the thing. And I do get a bit, you know, a bit bored of it, in all honesty. I think they should zhuzh up the actual program itself. But the thing is, what I really love about Zombie is the history bits. I love the history bits. So when they're talking about, oh, you know, they got to make this outfit, and hang on a minute, put it in there. They've got to make this outfit, and you know, it's like the pattern. I think it's the pattern change, I think it is. And then they talk about the history of it. That's what I love. They did that all the time through the program. I'd be ecstatic. I would literally watch it all. I find that a bit more interesting. And a lot of people say to me, "Oh, you should apply to go on it," but I'm like, nah. The only thing that I would like to do is the transformation challenge. That is the one that I like. I like transformation challenge. Oh, hold on. There we go. I'd be upset if I was an episode. You would. Oh, let me read that again. You wouldn't be upset if you missed an episode. No, but you'll watch it if it's on. Yeah. I mean, I never missed it. To be in all honesty, I never missed it. Not watching it last year. I don't know. I think, you know, I watched it right from the start, and it's kind of like, again, I love the kids one though. And I always watch the Christmas one. I love the Christmas one. That one I wouldn't miss it. But anyway, yeah. But if you're just logging in now, you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel. And if you're on any of our social media platforms, if you're over on YouTube or any of the others, do say hello, because I can see the comments. If you've got any questions you want to ask, any sewing-related questions, please do, or anything about me or the So Happy Quilt Association, I will answer the question if I'm able to. And if you're wondering what I'm doing now, well, I'm stitching around a ghost right now, in all honesty. It might sound a bit weird, doesn't it? Stitching around a ghost. Oh dear. Do you know, I think I said this the other night, this is actually getting heavier. I'm sure it's getting heavier as I'm quilting it. I mean, would that happen? I need to research that one. I suppose it would, wouldn't it? Because you're adding more, you know, more stitches to it. And there's got to be an element of weight in that, I suppose. Anyway, we're back again with another. Am I going to turn it now? I'm going to turn it right around. This is when I'm getting covered by it. It's looking like a funny scarf, isn't it? It's looking like a funny scarf. let me just, we're coming down the other side now. So look, so now we're coming down to here. And gonna pop that in there. Pop that in there. I do definitely find having some pins in it helps it, keeps it like, keeps the side, keeps it the sides down. So it's quite hard to explain because when I started doing it, I didn't. Hello, Manda. How are you? Hope you're good. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Kara. Welcome to you. Yes, when I started off doing it, I didn't put the pins around the edge of the ghosts, but now that's what I'm doing. They are making adaptive clothing. Oh, full of a cold. Oh, Manda, that's not good, is it? You poor thing. I hope you feel better soon. I was feeling a bit snivelly the other night, and then I thought, oh no. But I think no, I do suffer with hay fever, so I thought, thank goodness. I think that's all it was. It's just it's draining, isn't it? When you pick up colds. It's interesting they're making adaptive clothing, Sarah, in all honesty, because that is very on trend at the moment. And you remember I was like working on my daughter's tops the other day. Do you remember when I was redoing the Velcro in it for her? Because that's adaptive clothing, yeah. And so because it is very on trend because it's very, very expensive, adaptive clothing. I've still got to make those tops. I think I showed you guys that fabric that I got when I went up to Abercarn's. And it is in the purple and the teal, and so I need to get back and working that. I wonder what there might be an interesting one to watch then, Sarah, if it is adaptive clothing. I know someone called Becky Cole, who is she's written a book all about adaptive clothing. So and she might have her on there as like a little. They might have her on like a little guest person. Right, we're nearly done. You'll be really, really pleased to know this. I'm not putting up who lying. People weren't fans of it. I think the thing is, I don't know. In all honesty, I don't know whether that place that you mentioned, Sarah, is what's the word? It's like special. Like, would you know? You know, I mean, even like they haven't done much kind of like promotion of it to say that it's there. That's the thing. But you know, at least they're trying, I suppose. At least they're trying. That's all you can do. I'm gonna throw these things out there. I was having that conversation with my friend today, actually. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Would you know that it's there? It's not promoted, is it? And like, and also, yeah. And the trouble is, you know, there's so many, like, for example, you know, like the kind of adaptive clothing that, say, one person with a difference needs is not what somebody else needs, because it's like something like a procedure they've had is like in a different position, that kind of thing. So, you know, that is the problem as well. Even if it might be adapted to that one person, that's the problem. That's what I always find. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ghosty away. Absolutely, it's not a one size all fits all thing. That's the thing, and that's a prime example of my daughter's tops, really, because you know they thought, oh well, you know, we'll just do them in like 4 colours and they'll fit everybody. It's like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's ridiculous. Right, I just need to put ghosty quilt down. Hold on a minute. I'm thinking, should I go and do the curtains? I'll do them in a bit. Anyway, need that. Put that there. So this is Rupert. And anyway, Rupert needs a dress. And so I'm going to put my sewing machine on. I'm going to get a sip of tea. So we've got 2 fabrics to make it in. We've got a grey one because my daughter thought the grey looked very cute. Look, there you go. There you go. And then if there's time, I might do the apron, but I might not. It just depends on what happens with that, actually, in all honesty. Well, let me get a bit more sip of my tea. I definitely need some tea. I'm going to try and make a dress. So wish me luck. Hello, Kim. You're joining just in time, Kim, because I'm making a dress for a little donkey teddy bear. I said to my daughter, he's so cute, and he's very, very soft. And I said he needs a special dress, so I'm going to try and make a dress. Yes, he is, Sarah. He absolutely is. How did you guess? How did you guess? Yes, he is. Yeah. He hasn't only got, my daughter named him Rupert because she has a donkey that she sponsors that is called Rupert. he's really cute, isn't it? The set of his eyes. No, he's lovely, isn't it? They did have a bigger one, and the bigger one was well, or maybe you guessed from that. I just realised it's got a little thing in it. They had a bigger one, and I almost got both. We almost got both because I mean, how can you leave the big one behind? But this one's very cute. Anyway, so it's very cute. It's got a little there, little mane, it's got a little tail. So you may sit there, and what we're going to do, I'm going to get. Have you seen? You've seen our merch? I'm sure I showed you our merch the other night. So, got to use my own merch, my own tape measure merch to measure it. So I think I need to get a notebook and pen. Hold on a minute. Right. Come here, Rupert. So we're going to measure his tummy. The ears were given away. Oh, really? Oh. Okay. Right. So he needs to be about a 9. Right. So it needs to be a 9 by. So the skirt needs to be a 9 by. No, I don't know. 9 by. Hang on a minute. Hang on. If we did a 9 by 4, right, I'm going to write this down. 9 by 4, so 18. And then we're going to triple it. Hang on, I just need to get my calculator out. 27. Right. And 27 by 4. Right, so this is how I do it. I always start off with the skirt, okay? I have made quite a few in my time. But rough, you know, there is no pattern for this, just so you know. There is no pattern. It is literally just a let's see how it goes situation. So I'm just going to, so 9 by 27. Okay. Not 9 by 27, sorry. What did I say? 4. Right. That's gonna be cute. Where's my tape measure? Okay, that's gonna work. You have the howling cow. It may need an outfit. Right, well the plan is, okay, that's perfect. Right. The plan is for this, that, hold on. We're going to we do the little skirt first, and then we do the bodice. And then if there's time, depends on if there's time, we might do, hello, you lovely person. Is that my lovely ox over on the other channel? Hello. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Oh, you absolutely did not. So I'm just going to have a little conversation over on Rumble. Hold on a minute. No, honestly, you absolutely did not upset me with your raid yesterday. Please do it again. I actually thought it was quite fun, but I couldn't work out what was going on. So no, if you want to send them on over, do it again, because it was quite good fun. And I was just like, it was a little bit weird, but no, it was good fun. So do it again. We're making a little dress today, actually. McMonsterly, and make a little dress for a little donkey teddy bear. That's what we're doing it for. I'm just being a bit aware of not making sure there's too much for, and definitely not those. Right. And I did some research, okay, and I found that potentially the reason for some of the TikToky screen being pinged is because if I'm with my snippy things that I use, those, and so I'm testing to see if we keep them out of the screen that they don't get pinged. That's the thing. Ah, wonderful. It's dream draw, and we really hoped we didn't chase you off. No, you didn't. You didn't chase me off at all. So if you wanna bring them back, Mick Monsterly, please do. You can let all your friends know that I'm making a little dress Make a little dress for a donkey. So the donkey is called Rupert, and Rupert needs a dress, just so you know. TikTok can be I would absolutely agree with that, without a doubt, McMonsterly. I would absolutely agree. My goodness, you know, sometimes I put my head in my hands and I was like, what? Anyway, so look, so it's going to, this skirt is going to be really, really, really gathered. So we're going to just check the skirt's long enough. Hold on. Okay. We're going to do a super gathered skirt. But before we do the gathered skirt, I just want to snip a bit more of it, because then we would do the so it needs like a top. Let the group know. Let them know, McMonsterly. Let them know. Bring them back. Bring them back. Tell them that I'm making a dress for a donkey that is called Rupert. And yes, I'm a quilter, not a dressmaker. My daughter brought a little donkey teddy bear today, and we thought it looked really cute with the dress. Anyway, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare the bits that I need for the bodice and the shoulder straps. Oh, and have I got... Oh, yeah, I have. Woo! I've got press studs. I have got press studs. And then once we've done that, if there's enough, I might do an apron, potentially. I might do an apron, potentially. But first, we're going to do the skirt. So the first thing I need to do for the skirt is, obviously, we need to do the French seam at the bottom, because you don't want it fraying. So I'm going to do a little French seam along here. But what I do need to do is I need to swap my presser foot back over, because I need to put that one on, because I've got my zip one on. There we go. I think we're good on bobbins. Oh my goodness, we're nearly all out on cotton. I think we'd be all right. I thought my youngest daughter a sewing machine, and you know what? And you're not a teacher. How old is your youngest daughter? So we sewing machines are great, you know, absolutely great for kiddos. I do teach some children. I do have some kids that I teach, and they love sewing. Right, so here we go. So we're going to do a little French seam across the bottom. It needs to be quite narrow. It needs to be quite narrow. Hello, Mika. Welcome to you. Hello, Richie. Welcome to you. So here we go. So Sarah, you might have to send me. Is your what did you say you had a Highland cow? Is your Highland cow the same size as the donkey then? The donkey, just so you know, I'll tell you the measurement of the donkey. The donkey is, I mean, up to his ear rolls, he's 17 inches. He's got very cute ears, isn't he? Very cute ears. Put him out there. We don't want to, she's 10 and she wants to learn. I need to give you patience. Oh, that's a good age to learn, though. Very good age to learn. What sewing machine did you get then? Ox. It is Ox, isn't it? Even though it says McMonsterly, it is Ox. A great age. Thank you, Rachel Lou, for sending me a heart. Thank you so much. And hello to Brooke as well. I think you're good. So I've had quite a good day, actually. Like I said, we went out with our good friends Georgina and Carol, and that's when my daughter got the little you got the singer for kids. Oh, it's not Ox. I'm very sorry, McMonsterly. I thought it was somebody else. That's quite a good little starter machine, without a doubt. What you want to have a look at maybe is one that's called a DKS 40, DKS 40, because they're really good for kids because they've got big buttons. They're the ones that I teach with. So if she really gets into it and you want it for a Christmas present, that is the one to get. Right, so I'm going to do that one. So now, this is the bottom of the skirt. What is my favourite chocolate and cake? I love that question. Super easy for you to use. Yes, that's it. That's it. A DKS 40. But if you put DKS 40 into your search engine, I'm not going to say the make because otherwise I'll get done on TikTok for it because that's on my other screen. But a DKS 40, then that's really, really good. There's a DKS 100, and the only difference is the amount of stitches. So DKS 40 has 40 stitches, DKS 100 has 100 stitches, but DKS 40 is great. But have a little look. Right, so look, so the skirt is getting there. Oh, he's not a rabbit, Lottie. It's a donkey, and he's called Rupert, and he's getting a skirt right now. So now I need to do a little stitch over. So I'm not going to do a French seam on where the waist is because I don't really need to. Oh, he's called Rupert. Ruppert. Right, anyway. So I'm going to do a tiny, yes, I'm not doing a French seam. I'm just going to like stitch it down like that, which should be okay. It shouldn't fray too much. That's the plan. Just a little tiny fold over because I want to do like loads and loads of gathers on it. And I'm going to show you how I do my gathers because you're going to think, what? What is she doing? What is she doing? I need to go and shut my curtains in a minute. I won't be telling them. 9:15. 9:15. Here we go. It's going to be quite long. I have actually decided to do this longer than I planned because my plan was to do it, what did I say, 27 inches long, but it is actually a bit longer than that, and I just thought, why not? No, in my opinion, the more the skirt is gathered, the prettier it looks. That's what I find. The bigger the gather, the prettier the look. Right. So we do the skirt. So now we're going to gather the skirt, okay? Yes, have you got another questions you want to ask? And if you're just joining me now on any of our social media platforms, if you're over on YouTube or anywhere else, then do let me know because I can see the comments. So what I do is, okay, so this is what I do, is I lift my presser foot up. So I've got this gap underneath my foot, the presser foot, and then I literally push some of the fabric in and then put it down and do a couple of stitches. And to get it started, you do have to push it a little bit to get it started. And then I'm going to put a few more in. So it does take a little while to do it, but so you could, when I was doing like the sleeves on this top, for example, I did what do you call it? I did pleats, didn't I? But because there's a lot of fabric, you don't really need to do the pleats. I'm just going to keep on shoving it in. And I think Rupert's going to be very happy. Don't worry, I know you're probably thinking that I'm getting my do you change the stitch then? Oh no, not at all. You don't need to. I mean, you'd only change the stitch length really if you wanted to have like a tighter stitch or a looser stitch. So you don't really need to do the change there. I've got it on a 4.5. So what I was saying was, it probably looks like I'm getting my fingers really, really close to it, but I'm actually not, because what I'm doing is I'm pushing it underneath. So the presser foot is up, okay? And then I push all the fabric underneath it, put the presser foot down, do a couple of stitches, and then stop. And then I'm looking at the teddy thinking, I think that'll work. Obviously, you can't gather it right to the very end. Do not gather it. Hello, Suzanne. How are you? Hope you're good. Hello, Hazel. Welcome, welcome. You can't. Don't gather it right to the very end because you need that seam to be able to stitch the skirt together. Here we go. Da, da, da. Is it going to fit? This is where you find out if it fits or if it doesn't fit. And it does. Perfect. Because look, because on the back, okay, I've led. Ah, thank you very, very much, Lottie. This is the top that I made, Lottie. Do you remember when I did it the other week? Because I wanted to add a top that I really liked, that really fitted me well, and I wanted to copy the pattern. So I did, Lottie. I copied the pattern. Right, so I'm going to put a little quilter's clip in the back, okay, because I know that fits. Look, so now she has a skirt. Look, she has a skirt. Okay, so then we're going to do, I think we're going to have enough time for the apron, because the apron would be in this fabric. Obviously the apron's going to be smaller. So now what I need to do is make the, I think I want to do a bow. I love doing a bow. Okay, we're going to do the bodice. So we need to have effectively 3 pieces. You have the top, the front piece, and then 2 pieces at the back. And then, so the arms are going to be coming out. Now I've got to think, do I do a bit there with that in the back? Oh, I think I might do, I know what I'm going to do. Right, before I do it, I need to go shut my curtains. Hold on a minute. Oh, it's a full moon outside. It's neat. I just looked out and I shut my curtains, and it's very nearly a full moon. How exciting is that? Donkey's so cute. Donkey's very, very cute. I just realised actually, so Donkey's got her mane, isn't she? She's going to need a tail coming out, isn't she, like that? She's going to need a tail coming out the back of there. Remind me about that. And she's got the mane. So, yeah, okay, fine. Okay. I can do this. I can definitely do this. I haven't done one in a while. Right. Okay, let me just, you see who needs charging. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to now work on the bodice pieces. So I'm going to, I think it's going to need to be a little bit smaller. So when you trim these bits, you do have to bear in mind that you're going to stitch it around the edge, which is going to make it smaller. So is that going to work? Hang on a minute. I think it's going to work. Right. So now, Blessed Miss, how are you? Blessed Miss, are you good? Good to see you on this lovely Tuesday evening. I'm making a little dress for my little donkey friend. Essentially, it's my daughter's donkey friend. But so that's going to be the front of the bodice, and the front of the bodice is going to go here. Okay, so I'm just thinking that the apron's not going to go all the way around, is it? The apron's only going to go around the front with a little bit on the front, so that should be okay. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to stitch that down. We're going to stitch. What I also need to do as well is put little quilter's clips on the side where the arms are, so I know where I'm going to join it. That's what I'm going to do. Hello, Jan. Welcome to you. Welcome, welcome. Here we go. Right. So then the back. So it might look like the pieces are a bit big, but the thing is, once you start doing the seams on it, they're going to go much smaller, much smaller. So the first thing, actually, you can't see, can you? Put donkey there. Hold on a minute. The first thing, actually, that's better, is to do a French seam for the top, because that's the bit that's going to get. I might be able to do a little collar. I wonder if I can find some lace. Do you want some lace, Rupert? think Rupert wants some lace. We'll have a look in the lace box in a minute. Let's get your apron done first. Hello, Sue. Welcome to you. Right, so that's that one. Then I'm going to do a French seam on these two. They're little pieces. And then a French seam on that one. So that all the four sides have got a French seam. And then, thank you so much. I'm very good. Thank you, blessedness. How are you? You're very good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to join these pieces almost together. So we're going to do a little bit there, a little pin bit there, and then a little pin bit there. You're probably thinking, we do this all the time. Tap and share. What am I tapping and what am I sharing? What am I tapping? I don't know what I'm tapping. Right. So I'm going to do a stitch there, and then I'll do another stitch on the bottom. And then all I've got to do is do the sleeves, and then we're going to try it on it. I've got you, new friend. Ah, thank you, Amanda, for liking my live. Right, so I need to do a little bit down the bottom. It's not going to be a lot because his little arms are not that big, are they? I'm going to put a knot in there as well. And then we're going to turn it round. So if you're just joining now, you wonder what I'm doing. I'm making a little dress for the little guy that's sitting here called Rupert. He is a donkey. Right. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to try the bodice on Rupert. It's got a little pleat at the front. That's going to go up to there. This is the most fun I've had in ages. Making a little bodice for little donkey. Is it going to be big enough to get around the back? I mean, technically it should be. Let me see. So that's got to go to there. That's got to go to there. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Right. So the next thing to do is... It's funny, isn't it, Amanda? The funny next thing I'm going to do is I'm now going to stitch like up these little bits here where the arms are, because you obviously don't want that to fray. So I'm going to pull that in. This is going to be a teeny tiny stitch as well. And I really want to do it with a French seam because obviously that could definitely fray. So it's going to be really, really tiny. And dare I say it, very, 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 very fiddly. But my plan is I need to do a little pleat. That's what I need to do. A little pleat in the front there. Right, so we're going to stitch that pleat down. We're going to go that way. We're going to go that way. Actually, we're going to go this way. Hang on. I'm debating which angle, which direction to go because I need my. There it is. I need my unpicker. That's what I need. I'm going to make a dress for a teddy. That's amazing. Got my machines out. I'm waiting for the fabrics. Ah. Have I just inspired you then, Manda, to make one? Right. So now I've done that French seam there. I want to come along up the other side. You got to go pretty slowly-ish because it's a really tiny, tiny armhole. And we're going to change directions. We're going to put a little pleat in there. So it's got like a little pleating where the oh, TikTok's giving me its game to play. Hold on a minute, people. Oh, it's a lovely sunrise. I did it. I won the TikTok game. Ah, it looks fun. It is fun. It is really, really fun. It is fun. And you know what, Manda? The teddy will love it. They will love it, won't you, Rupert? Rupert says he absolutely loves it. Right. I'm going to stitch. Hang on. I mean, I would say it's fiddly. It is fun. It is fun. But how long have we been doing it for? Not long, actually, because we had, what, half an hour on the go. So so far it's taken about half an hour. Okay. You definitely need like some kind of like pokey tool like this one. I'm going to go there. I'm going to pleat that in. And then fold that one over. Oh, it's so tiny. Now, usually, my daughter's teddy bears don't get such luxury. Usually, we've bought some before for them, but I thought, you know what? I've got some lovely fabrics, and it's quite a vintage fabric. So this is now the top bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch those together so it's got like a little arm. But I'll probably, because it's quite small, I'm going to do that by hand. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, you could do that bit on the sewing machine, but you know what? There's only a small little bit of stitching to do. So you might as well do it by hand. And should we try it on you, Rupert? I don't know. We'll try it on you in a bit. Hello, Maria. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. So if you're watching on any of our social media platforms, if you want to say hello, please do. And if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel, and I am the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. And if you go onto our website, you look at Meet the Team, you can read more about me and about all of us, really. My team that are on there. Because there are some others that come out and about with me when I'm filming for our YouTube channel. We've got a few great events coming up, actually, especially this week. We've got our Not Going to Festival of Quilts events start on Thursday, and some fun ones on Sunday night on our YouTube channel. Right, so let's do, hold on. That wasn't very helpful because that actually came out. Okay, let's do the other side. Now it is going to need a little stitching on the back. Again, Rupert's getting very excited about his dress. That's what we're doing. We're doing a little teddy. If you're just joining now, wonder what we're doing. I'm making a little dress for a teddy. And then if there's time, I think there will be, because it's only 9:30. I'm going to make it an apron. I think he needs an apron. It feels like one of those oldie woldy. Okay. I mean, you could have a little bow there, right? So now there's his skirt. There's his skirt, and there's his bodice. See? So now I'm going to take that off. And remember, I've put the 2 quilters clips there, so I know where the sides are. Now what we're going to do is stitch. Oh, he's all naked now. Look, he's all naked. Poor Teddy. Poor Teddy. I'm now going to stitch the bodice to the skirt. Now, because I've obviously put those clips there already, and I know that's where the middle section is, I'm going to put my seam for that. I need to actually just remember, before I do that, I need to do a little stitch along the bottom, because it's going to need like a little, not a French seam, but just like a folded back seam. And then we can stitch that onto the skirt. There we go. He's getting very excited about his new dress. It's very pretty fabric, actually, you know, because like I mentioned earlier, this is fabric that I got when we went to Sweden, and I got like 5 kind of like fabrics that went together, and it's quite pretty. It is quite pretty. Hello, M. How are you? Hello, Safi. Hello, hello. Yes, so now on the stitch along the bottom. Where can you get a pattern for 3 to 4-year-old girls? What, like a skirt pattern or a dress pattern? What kind of pattern are you after? Do you know what? It's very difficult to find patterns now, in all honesty. You have to kind of they used to be able to used to have that shop you go to get them. They don't do a dress, a 3 to 4 dress. And there is someone called Tilly. I think she's called Tilly and the Buttons. She used to do patterns. And there's obviously Simplicity. Those ones I know, simplicity patterns. Right. So I've clipped that where that bit is, and now what I'm going to do is bring it round to here to make sure. Actually, we might be able to, because that's a little bit wide. Okay. We're going to go. Oh, of course, because it's got the pleat, hasn't it? Hang on. Put that to there, put it to there. I'm going to put quilted clips. The pattern you've done for Rupert's dress. Make a nice kid's dress. It probably would. It probably would. Okay. And then there was a time actually. I have made little girls' dresses before. It's been quite a while, but I've made more dolly clothes. Okay. So so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch the bodice to the skirt, and I just got to make sure. Let's get it all in the right direction. And if you remember, I didn't do a stitch here, and that's because what I'm going to do, I always leave that bit to last, just to make sure it fits, because if you need a bit of like extra wiggle room, then you've got it on the very where you stitch the whole thing up, basically. And then of course it's going to have press studs on it. Any place in Newcastle? I do not know, but what you can do, M, is if you go onto our website and you go to our directory, click on directory, click on suppliers, and on there you can put in like Newcastle, and you can put in patterns, and it will bring up any suppliers in the area that do patterns. So have a little look at that. Oh. Right. So let's see. I'm now eager to see how this comes out. I think I'm going to do the apron maybe before we do the. I like an apron because I think it'd be an apron would be good if it had frills. You could try me down. There you go. Kim's got a very, very good suggestion. Hello, Hannah. Welcome, welcome. Aha. Okay, let's see. Hello, Tiana. You're going to go to bed now? I think hopefully. Oh, yeah. See you tomorrow, Tiana. I'll show you how Rupert's coming on his dress. Look, Rupert's getting dressed now, Tiana. Look. Rupert's got his dress on. Ah, don't you look cute? A cute thing. Oh, of course, I've got to remember to put the what you call it in the tail. I've got to remember to put a space for the tail. I'm like fighting him down because what I want to do, I want to put. It's not working. It is not working. Hold on. I need like 3 pairs of hands here. Let's put a clip on you. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Look, I could leave a little hole, couldn't I, for the tail? I think he needs. So that's going to go there. Come here, Rupert. I want to put a pin in it. So once I've got a pin, aha, there we go. Right, now we can leave a little hole for the tail on the back. Ah, aren't you a cute little donkey? What do you think? He's got a little dress. He's got a little dress. We show you. Hello, Lich. Look what I've just made. You're more patience. I have a lot of patience, Kim. I have a lot of patience. I literally have a lot of patience. Right. But the thing is, so the frills, now the reason why the skirt was like the reason why the skirt was sticking up on the donkey was because the frills are like pushing it out. So what I'm doing is I'm just pushing the stitching up rather than out. And so that is making the skirt go down. There he is. He's got a dress. He's got a dress. What do you reckon? Oh, that's all right, my lovely Lich. How are you? Are you good? I've just been making a dress for a little donkey, Lich. Look. Rupert is adorable. Rupert now needs an apron. We're going to do Rupert an apron. All I need to do is I just need to do that bit there. I need to put like do the stitches, put the press studs, and then I mean I could put like a little bit of lace there, but I don't know. But I want to do a little apron. So let's do the apron. He's going to sit there and he's going to wait. He's going to wait patiently for his little. Now this is the apron fabric, okay? Ah. You've been tired. You've been travelling all day. Where have you been, Lich? Where have you been travelling to? Yes. So look. So the apron fabric is going to be in the peach because I think that would be quite cute. So I think we'll get away with. It needs to be much smaller. He was in Sweden. You would not believe it, and I'm not just saying this, Lich. That this fabric I got in Sweden. You must have heard my call because I literally just telling everybody that this fabric and this fabric my daughter and I got when we went to Sweden, and here's the little label, and yeah, how funny is that? How funny is that? That is very, very funny. Right. So again, so all I'm going to do is so it doesn't, you know, the apron itself obviously only needs to be at the front, doesn't it? And I'm wondering whether it needs does it need some lace? I kind of think there's lace. I'm only going to use one length of it. Because obviously it's not going to go all the way around, is it? Because the apron only goes on the front. So my first job is I'm going to use that. I'm not going to take the selvage off because I'm going to use that as my seam to go over. And the other side, get a French seam. Now the thing is, because it's an apron, I need to French seam both ends and the top. Monster Lee, planned a little apron review. I hope they aren't too rowdy for you. Send them on over. Send them on over. They've only got to live for about another hour, though, Monster Lee. Right. So, here we go. You can send them on over. We will welcome them all. All right, okay. So, we're going to do a French seam. Yeah, because, like I said, the apron's not going to go all the way around the end. And then all the way around the donkey. He's only going to go on the front of the donkey, isn't it? Oh, dear. My bobbin is run now. Oh, I have another bobbin? Let's see. Oh, I will. I'll give you the update tomorrow, Kim. At least you can see this. Look, you can see that so far. Look. There he is. Look, so far. I just need to finish it there. And then he's going to get a little apron. I will give you an update tomorrow. Oh, and he's going to have a bow in his hair as well, just so you know. Not his hair, in his ear. A bow. That's what I need to do. Maybe a peach bow. Thank you. I'll see you later. See you later, Kim. Thank you for popping in. Right. Now, so again, the end is going to have a French seam on it because you want to make sure it doesn't fray. You know, it might be an apron, but it needs to be a respectable apron. It needs to be a respectable apron. There we go. So now we've done the bottom bit. So look, let me give you a little sneak preview. So basically, the apron's going to sit there like that. That's how it's going to sit. So I'm going to do that down. Yeah, I think it's going to work. You need like a little bit of lace. What do you reckon, donkey? Am I putting lace on it? I keep thinking lace, Manda. I keep thinking lace, and I do have some lace. I'm going to have a look in my box in a minute. It's almost a bit lacy, isn't it? Don't you think? It is almost a bit lacy. Right, so I'm stitching that down. I'm not gonna take off the selvage because don't really have a look. I'm going to, yeah. I'm not taking off the selvage edge because there's no point really, because I'm just stitching that down. Hold on. I got a bit of a fraying situation. Let's get that off. There we go. Because it's going to need what you call it. It's going to need a band, isn't it, around the top for the little apron. You're going to need a band. Right, now we're going to make this all frilly. I'm going to do exactly the same how I did it before. So I'm going to put my presser foot down, do a stitch, lift it up so you can almost like get your finger underneath it. Where are you coming from? Yeah. Some weird fly has come from nowhere. Anyway, right, let's try that again. So literally, I'm just pushing it in, do a couple of stitches, lift up the presser foot, push more in, do a couple of stitches, literally keep going like that. Yeah, like I said, it might look like I'm getting my fingers in it, but actually I'm not. No. Hello, Lorraine. Welcome to you. If you're just joining now, wondering what I'm doing, I am currently making a little apron for a little donkey teddy. It's going a little bit. I need to really, really push that bit in. Because what you can do as well, I'll show you another trick. Because, hello, Lena, welcome to you. If you've done it, right, I'm going to show you what I mean. So if you've done it, and if it's not gathered enough, so I'll put it on there. There you go, little apron. But it is not, it's going a bit too far round here. And so, because what I really want is I really want it about there on the front. Because I mean, no, it's too far around. Hold on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back under the sewing machine and do a little bit more gathering over the top of that gather. And then it'll make it even more gathered. So this is what I'm going to do now. So again, you just push it in more. And bearing in mind, you are going through a lot of fabric, but to be honest, most sewing machines would actually cope with this, especially if you're using a really sharp, a good needle, and also cotton fabric. Okay, there we go. Right. Hello, Magdalene. Welcome to you. Okay, so that's better. There's the little apron is actually getting there. So I'm going to do a little bit there. I do think, yeah, let me have a look. I need to get a sip of my tea. Hold on a minute. Aha. Box of lace. Nonetheless. Oh, that's some pretty lace. And that one. Oh, that one's quite cute. Oh, no. That one. Definitely that one. What do you think? That one. That one. I knew I had something in here. That was just pure jamminess. Honestly, that absolutely was. That was not planned. That was literally just like, woo, beautiful. Okay. So what I'm going to do, oh my goodness me, this is going to be so cute. Okay, I'm going to pop that over there for the minute. Now it needs a tiny, because we have got to finish off the bit on the back. We've got to finish off that, but I'm going to make the apron there. It's going to have a little band on the front, and then lace over the back. Lace around there, lace over the back. Yeah. Okay. Right. So let me just hold that. I need to pop a pin in you. We're just going to fold back a little tiny bit for now. And that is a 4-inch. Okay. So we need, so that's a 5, so that's fine. So by the time we've stitched that, it's going to be and ready to the stream. Hello, Grandma's Boy Podcast. Welcome. How are you? Hope you're good. Thank you for raiding my stream. I like that. Right, so I'm going to do, so this is all going to need French seaming all the way around this one, because obviously it's got to go up there and across there and then back down. So it's going to need a French seam all the way around, apart from the bottom, because obviously that's just going to be joined on there. And then we're going to do the where did that come from? We're going to do the lace all the way around. Now, I'm really risking this, you know, because my bobbin is on the way out and my top cotton is also on the way out. So can we get it done? Can we get it done, people? So I'm going to use my unpicker as my little pokey tool. Because really you need to do French seam, because if you didn't, on something like this, you know, it's just gonna keep fraying. Here comes all our lovely people. Hello everybody, how are you? Hope you're good. Right, okay. So I might do one bit of stitching. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure, because it's going to go a bit lower. It might be a little bit wide, actually. You know what? It might need to be. We'll see. Because if it goes like that, oh, I could pleat it in. Yeah. Okay, fine. I know what I'm doing. You want rowdy. You're welcoming in all the rowdy people. Okay. So if you're wondering what we're doing, if you're just joining now, you wonder what we're doing, I'm making a little dress for a little donkey teddy bear. The donkey is called Rupert, and Rupert wants a dress. So Rupert is getting a dress. Right, so I think we might have done it. What we need to do is put, so this is like the top part of the apron. So I'm just going to click that together. And I'm probably, because I think when I measured it, it's a tiny bit too big. So I might do a little pleat at the top Please be sure follow and like and repost. Please do follow, like, and repost. Thank you so much. Right, welcome, welcome. If you like sewing, if you want to ask any questions, please do. I always love answering questions. And if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel, and I am the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. And what am I making this time? I am making a little dress for the little Rupert the donkey. Rupert's got his dress now, and he's going to get a bow for his hair, but he's also getting an apron. That's what I'm making. I've gone slightly off piece tonight actually, because that wasn't the plan. That was not the plan last night. The plan was to do something completely different. And then we went out today, we had a little day out, and my daughter brought it. And it's very cute. It is very cute. Hello, Edna. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. So my daughter got it and really loved it. Anyway, so let's see how the apron is. It's simply not enough. It is on Rumble. Oh. Do you think there's not enough creators? Oh, well, I like being a creative person. Right, hold on. I need to work this out. Because I kind of think, is it a bit... We might have to put a bit of lace across the top. What time are we on? Okay, we're on 10 to 10. We're fine. Yes, I'm actually from the UK, if you haven't met me before. And I'm from Brighton. I'm from the South Coast. And... he's got a little apron. I think I'm just wondering actually if it's a bit too long. I mean, if it's a bit too long, the apron, then what do you think? Then what I could do is I can make it shorter, but before we decide on that, because that's really, really easy to do. Before we do that, I'm going to put lace. This is the lace. Look, that was pure jamminess, just so you know, that I had that lace in my drawer. Oh, now look at that. Now that looks super cute, doesn't it? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a long bit of lace. That needs to be pinned there. Oh, yes. Yes. So there's going to be a lot of layers of fabric that we're going through, you know, people, because I've got all those frills. Are you loving it, Manda? Are you loving it? I got all those, so I've pinned it on, okay? And there is those frills. And so the sewing machine could get a little bit like, a little bit eggy, but it is doable. It is definitely doable. We can, okay, right. So I'm just going to make sure it's going to go, see, I'm glad you're getting excited. I'm glad you're getting excited. Right. Oh, look. It's going to have a bow on the back. It's going to have a bow. Oh, you are too cute, my little Rupert the donkey. I'm just thinking that it might be too long. And if it is too long, then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to do another stitch up. Or I might trim it and then let me just see. I've got a cunning plan. I got a cunning plan. Hang on. I'm gonna stop getting involved in the lace. He wants to wear the lace. Right. Oh, did we decide that was enough? That was a long enough. I think we did, didn't we? Okay. So I'm going to trim that to be the same size. There. The next stage is I'm going to put a little bit of lace across there. Then he's going to need a loop, isn't he, around his neck. How are we going to do that? We're going to have to do that as a press stuff because we can't. He's got quite a big head. We can't get it over his head. It's not like a person. Lace at the bottom. Lace at the bottom would be cute, wouldn't it? It would be cute. It would be cute. Now, the problem is, I don't think I've got enough. However, there is a way of solving that. I think there's a way of solving that. And my cunning way of solving it is, like, first of all, I'm going to take that off. What I want to do is I just want to do a little bit of lace across the top because I think that'd be quite cute. There, look, there. Because he's going to need, I think it's going to need one coming round and then the other one's got to be press studded because otherwise how are we going to get it around his head? That's going to be a problem. Okay. Don't worry, I'm not going to go anywhere until this is finished because I'm just as eager as you guys to see how it comes out. Ah, thank you, Eileen, for following me. Thank you so much. How are you, Eileen? Are you good? I'm just busy making an apron for a donkey. I know that might sound a bit weird, but that's what I'm doing. Okay. Right, I need to put that pleat back in. And then what I'm doing, moving it along. And so what I'm going to do, just so that the lace doesn't fray, is I'm going to tuck the lace up underneath like there and then stitch that down. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Okay. So look, that's the top. And then I have we might have to redo that bit. I have a plan. I have a plan. The only way that's going to work to put lace on the bottom is to get rid of this bit on the back, which shouldn't be a problem because all I've got to do is snip it there, stitch that up again, and then do that one. So I'm just unpicking, you know, where I stitched it back. I'm just unpicking it, and then I'm going to snip that edge, because by doing that there won't be so much fabric for the lace, and then we'll have enough for the lace, you see, around there. You're talking about around here, aren't you, Amanda? Right round the bottom of it. That's what you're talking about. I think that's a very cunning idea. But before we do that, so I'm now going to do another French seam up the apron bit. So there. And then we will do another French seam on the other side. Before I do that, I need to just get rid of this little bit of that fabric and this bit of fabric. Unpick that bit. Otherwise, there won't be enough to do the French seam. Aha, there we go. So now I'm going to do that again. Okay, I thought that's what you meant, Manda. That's what I'm going to do. Because so what I've basically done is I've got rid of some of the excess fabric that I didn't really need. And then there will be enough for the lace on the bottom. And before I do that, I'm just looking on my bobbin situation. Okay, that's better. That is better. Right. Now I'm going to stitch the apron back onto his skirt. If you keep hearing that beeping, that's because my bobbin is running out. But we are all good to go. It'll stay for a little while. Okay. Just making sure they're not in the screen, because we don't want that something to happen. Okay. So let me just measure it first of all before we see if it's very cute. It's very cute. Right. Oh, because it could go there, couldn't it? Make a little apron. Okay. Now we're going to put lace along the that would be better. Lace along the bottom, lace through the middle. And you know what I was thinking actually? Thank you for the heart, Manda. I was actually thinking, instead of doing it around its neck, I could just do press studs there and there. I mean, theoretically, I could actually stitch it onto the dress. Could do that so it doesn't come off. First of all, let's do the lace around the, because it will have a bow. Right. Okay. Oh, actually, we'll do that bit in a minute. Do that bit in a minute. Right. This is the lace. Yeah, brilliant idea. The studs. Yes, I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I was thinking that could work. That could work. I've gone very liberal on the lace. Oh no, here's a question. You see, the question is: should it run along the bottom, or should it slightly be on the edge? It needs to be on the edge, doesn't it? On the dress. Yeah, you can stitch it on studs onto the dress. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, it's going to be a bit. It's going to be a tiny because the lace is quite small. It's going to be very difficult to have it hanging over the edge of the skirt. So I don't think that's going to work. Oh, I'm really absolutely running my bobbin low. You know what it's like. Try and do it as low as possible. Use out all your bobbins. I'm going to need another sip of tea after this. Oh, no, you can do it. Come on. That's a lot of fabric that I gathered. You know what? I might have some more of this lace, you know. And actually, tomorrow night, what we might be able to do is maybe do it on a dress. I don't know. Right. Voila! Oh, look, somebody's saying, sewing apron for a child, adding lace and planning the final scene. Ta-da! It's very cute. Right, now we're going to do the tie bit. Oh, no, Suzanne, see you soon. So first we're going to make sure there's no twist in it, which there isn't there. I found the middle, so now the middle is going to go to the middle of that. And I'll pop a little pin in it so that I make sure that doesn't move. Now this is going to be interesting because this is going to be a lot of fabric to go through. Let's see. We should be all right though. We should be fine. If it gets stuck, I've got something. Oh, hang on a minute, bobbin. No, we're all right. We're good. We're good. We are good. Right, see, look. My sewing machine's very, very happy. So now I can take the pin out because I've started those few stitches. And going to keep on stitching round. I think what I'm going to do though, I'm like, because it's like going over so many layers because I've really gathered it. So it's probably going over about 8 layers maybe because I've really pushed it together to gather it. Okay. Da, 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 da. Let's see what you look like. There we go. Dressing. Right. Obviously the dress is not finished, is it? Because remember, I still need to do that stitches on the back. But we'll have a little preliminary look and put a little bow in the back. Yeah, I think. What do you reckon? I mean, I could. So there is 2 options. Okay, there's 2 options. It's cute. There's 2 options. Option number 1 is I said always looking to raid these types of streams. Ah, thank you so much for raiding my stream. So there's 2 options. One is we do like hang on a minute. I'm gonna put a pin in it. Because if I put right, hold on. That's it. Face. Oh, no, that's a thought, isn't it? Face to my direction. So it face me and not the screen. Okay, so I could do one. And the trouble is, if it goes around like that, That's not going to get over its head. That's the problem. And what I'd have to do with that one, I don't think that's going to make much difference in all honesty. I think what I need to do is two, I think I need to do two, one on each side. Yeah, that's what I kind of, oh, hang on a minute. You know what's really throwing me is his big ears. hang on. I've got a plan. I've got a cunning plan. Would that work? Would that work if it goes, look at that. There. Well, that would work, wouldn't it? I think that would work. Right. And all I'd have to do is hand stitch that onto there. What time are we on? We're on. I think we've got time. Have we got time? I mean, I wanted to go by 10:30, but you know what? We might be able to extend it a bit. Okay, look, there. Okay, so that's that one. So I'm just going to leave it and make it a little bit longer because I need to like fold that back. And then this one, yeah. That needs to go there. Right, there's going to be lots of hand stitching to do now because it's way too small to do on a sewing machine. I mean, I could do it on the sewing machine, but I think it would probably be a bit take too long, put it that way. Okay, then that one is going to go. I need to fold out the lace to there. Stitch it onto there. Let me get a pin. Oh no, I want a little pin. I'm trying to get my little pins out. You raided me yesterday. You did. You raided me yesterday, and I didn't even know what was going on. It was a little bit, but now I know what's going on. Right. I was deep in concentration then. Okay. So they look. That's the front, and that's the back. So now what we need to do, we need to finish off stitching. So first of all, I'm going to let me just think of something. Hold on a minute. Actually, we'll do that last. We're going to do something last. Me and Rupert decided we're going to do something last. Right. So I'm going to undo the apron. Yes, because look, perfect. There's the little apron. Look, there's the little apron. We'll hand stitch those bits in a minute. Okay. First of all, what I'm going to do is I just want to finish off the dress because don't forget it's like that, isn't it, at the moment? And what we've got is the little tail. I need to leave a gap for the little tail to come through because we can't have the tail, can we? We can't have the tail hidden. Okay. Oh, he's all naked. Oh, my poor thing. You will be rewarded with your dress in a minute. Do not worry. So the tail, right. What I'm going to do is stitch. So I've got to now stitch it all the way up. You see, and then I'm going to do the press studs. So the skirt can be stitched up. That's not a problem. But the press studs can be stitched on after. Right. Here we go. We are in the final stages, people, of doing Rupert's dress. We're in the final stages. There's a huge opportunity. What's that, my lovely people? Someone needs more of these types of streams. Some people, huge opportunity. Ah. I love that, my lovely Rumble people. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. Did you leave a gap for the tail? Oh, I haven't got that far yet, Amanda, but thank you for reminding me. Because what I'm doing at the moment is I'm literally just doing a seam up there, and then I will be leaving a gap for the tail. I'm just doing the French, because I haven't done the French seams. Well, not the French seams, but the folded back seams. Oh, hang on. Thank you so much, Edna, for sharing my live. Hello, Janice. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Okay. So what are we going to do tomorrow night? Oh, here comes Bob. Hello, Bob. We have to do another dress. No, I think we're going to be looking at my my design walls tomorrow night because I'm going to get my ghost quilt back up. Yeah, so tomorrow I will be live at 8 o'clock, just so you know, in case I forget to tell you. I need some of my tea. Hold on a minute. Not there's much left of my tea now. It's nearly all gone. Right, so that's the dress, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I am going to leave that tail space, but I'm not going to, so I'm not going to stitch up there because up the top, because that would be where the press stud will be. But all I need to do is a little stitch. Let me measure. Let me measure. Hold on. Okay. So I need to stitch. Need a hole about there. Right. I think I put a pin in there and then put a pin in. I need a little pin. Give me my little pins. Is that going to be enough tail hole? That's going to be enough tail hole. Look. There we go. Right. So now what we're going to do, we're going to do that little bit of stitching. Although I'm going to go from the other way because I want to come off the end where the where the skirt finishes. I am going to do a locking stitch because obviously where we're going to pull that tail in and out, it's going to need a locking stitch. And at the end of the skirt, it's also going to need a locking stitch. I'm going to do that as well. And a locking stitch is basically, so on my sewing machine, I've got, it looks like a bullseye. It's a round circle with a tiny little dot in the middle. And that gives it locking stitch. So I'm going to do the same here. And what it does is it basically locks the cotton underneath it, and it stitches it over and over in the same position. So I'm not going to do too much coming up because obviously we'll do a little press stud. Well, otherwise he's not going to get in and out of his dress, is he? That's the problem. Okay. Right. So the last little job before we put his dress back on him is do all of the snip all the little bits off. Oh, hang on a minute. Hold on a minute. It's been asked a question. There we go. Right. Okay, so I've turned his dress around. There it is, look. So there's the little dress on its own. That's so cute. Now we're going to put him. Where's the tail? Where's the tail? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Get him back in. Little Rupert. Gonna get him dressed, and then what we're going to do is hand stitch the little bits of the apron on. No, forget if it's fluff. He's like, no, don't. I want to get my dress on. Pointing to shuffle your dress around. There we go. Right, so there's one little paw in, two little paws in. Do they have paws? Donkeys, no, they have arms and they have legs, don't they? One little leg, two little legs. Okay, let's put it nice and straight for you. That's the back bit. What I'll do, you see, I'll stitch the press stud on when it's on him because and you can position it better if you stitch the press stud on when you've put it there, put him on, then yeah, then you can basically look. So all I need to do is I need to do the press stud there. Okay, that's your little dress, my little guy. Now what I need to do is move where you got that gather. Basically, I need to move it up like that. There you go. Right. It's got a little tail hole. We've got a little towel hole. Hello, Maria. How are you? Hello, Angela. Welcome to you. There's Manda. Look, it's got a little towel hole. Aren't you cute? Aren't you cute? Right. Okay, so now we'll do the apron. Right, so there's a few little stitches to do on here. So the first stitch is stitch that to there. Let me get my... Okay, we got four, basically we got 4 bits to sew. So then once that's done, he's all ready to go in his dress. Stitch that one on. So if you've put pins in it, then theoretically it shouldn't, they shouldn't move, and you should be able to, it should still work, it should still fit because you've put a pin in it and it hasn't moved. Right. So now we're going to do this one. Hang on a minute and to get it started. Now I've got it started, I can take that pin out. Thank you, Edna, for liking my live. Thank you for Maria for following me. Yes, have you got any questions while I'm doing this? Any sewing related questions or anything about me or the Sew Happy Quilters Association? Please ask. I'm very happy to answer questions. And if you want to sign up to our completely free membership, you can do it. You just go to our website, click on the join button, and you can sign up. And we have our next newsletter, which I actually write all the newsletters, just so you know. They are coming out. That one comes out maybe Friday or Saturday. Usually comes out at the end of the month. And some lots of great information on there. And usually, like I mentioned before, if you haven't watched me before, then I usually live stream in the evening. So I will be back on tomorrow night at about 8 o'clock. And I'll be back into my big sewing room tomorrow night. So you can get to see that if you haven't seen it before. And I will be putting up my quilts on my design room tomorrow. That's the plan. Right. So now what I've got to do is stitch this one because I did it over the top, didn't I? If you remember, you can't wait. So I did that over the top. So what I'm going to do is, because I left that little bit, you see that little bit there, I'm going to fold that back up and then stitch that in place. And I can now remove that little pin. Honestly, Rupert is looking at me with great big eyes. He's like, please, I need my apron. He's like, please, give me my apron. Da, 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 da. Yeah, can you see what I mean when I was saying about that it's better to do this bit by hand? I mean, I could have done that by the sewing machine, but look at how tiny the stitches are. I mean, you know, it would have been really, really tiny, wouldn't it? Gotta put that to there. And then I'm going to do the next one. That actually worked out quite well, didn't it? That was a good idea to do it like that. Okay, so now I'm going to flap that one up underneath, take that pin out, do another little stitch in. So what I'm doing is I'm stitching in like through all of the lace completely right through to the back. So you want to secure it enough so it doesn't come undone. And I was just thinking I could have done one that actually slid along. That could have worked as well, but you know, I don't think Rupert's going to share his apron with anybody else, are you, Rupert? He's like, no, I'm wearing it. It's mine. Okay, that's that one done. Now I'm going to do don't know what that is. Okay, so now we're going to put his little apron on. Before we do that, I just want to make sure I've snipped all these little edges off. I don't want any like little, you know, like the little bits of cotton. Okay, here we go then, Rupert. So Rupert is now getting his apron on. You look very cute. I feel like he needs a bow now. I feel like he needs a bow. He needs a bow. Does he need a bow there? Oh my goodness me. Oh, hang on. Let's flip that down. And what I would do is I would do a little press stud. I'll probably do that in the morning, to be honest. I need my eyes like feeling a bit tired now, but I'm going to put a little pin in the back so I know to put a little press stud in. There. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I've got just a little pin in the back for the minute, Rupert, so I know I'm going to put a press stud in. Ah. Right, he's got one bow in his... Yeah, that's it. That's it, Manda. A bow in his hair. He is definitely getting a bow in his hair. I'm just going to snip these a little bit because they're a little bit long. You're going to have a bow in your hair. He's going to go and bake some cakes now, Amanda. Bake some cakes. We're just fiddling with that there. It's all right. His apron was a bit round one way. No, just pull that. No, I didn't pull that. That's fine. There we go. You got your apron on now. I just think that's a bit... I don't know what's happened. What's happened here? Oh, I know. There we go. Right. That's it. That's you sorted. Right, now we're going to get... He only has to have a coconut. Oh, coconut cake. Is that what you meant? A coconut? I was thinking, a coconut? What's a coconut? Coconut cake? Right, hang on. You only need one. Do you need that there? Or do you need it up the top? Let's see. Coconut cake. I'm gonna, Amanda, I'm gonna need a gluten-free what kind of cake can I have? A gluten, what did I have? Yeah, a gluten-free coffee and walnut cake. Ah, there you go. Ta-da! He's got his dress now. He's got his dress. Thank you, Edna. And that's the back. That's the back. And that's the front. And that's the front. There he is. And that's the back. That's so cute. Can't wait to go show my daughter. I don't know what she's going to say. But look his bow. It's so cute. Anyway, I'm done for the evening, my lovely people. It is like nearly 25 past 10. Oh my goodness me. And thank you for sending a rose. Look, he's very happy. Look, he's very happy. So I will see you tomorrow night. Yes, I should be in my big zone room tomorrow night. So if you haven't seen that, go onto my YouTube channel and have a look on the what's it called, on the sewing room tour. That's the one, the sewing room tour on my YouTube channel, and you can see that. And yeah, I'll be hanging up some quilts tomorrow night and doing some bits and bobs. So we'll be on by 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So I will see you then. Thank you so much, Big Mossy. He's very cute, isn't he? He's very, very cute. And I will see you later. So first of all, say goodbye to the YouTubers and the others over on Rumble and on Facebook and on Instagram and all the others. See you later. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.
Come along to our first So Happy Quilters Association quilt show at Brighton Racecourse. Tickets available on our website. You can find the So Happy Quilters Association on social media, and don't forget to subscribe.